Most businesses fail not because they have a bad product, but because they have no real marketing strategy. They throw money at ads, chase every trend, and wonder why nothing sticks. Today, I'm going to share with you 4 principles that separate the top 1% of businesses from everyone else. The first and most important principle is this: know your customer better than they know themselves. Every great marketing strategy begins with a crystal clear picture of who you are serving. You need to understand their deepest frustrations, their unspoken desires, and the language they use to describe their problems. Think about how Apple markets the iPhone. They don't lead with processor speed or megapixels. They lead with how the camera captures your child's first steps in stunning detail. They sell the experience, not the specification, because they understand that their customer cares about memories, not megabytes. Here's what I want you to do right now. Write down the answers to 3 questions. What keeps my ideal customer awake at 3 in the morning? What do they secretly wish someone would just solve for them? And where do they go for advice before making a buying decision? If you cannot answer these questions with confidence, you do not yet have a marketing strategy. You have a guessing strategy. Once you truly know your customer, you are ready for the second principle, and this is where most businesses completely fall apart. Principle number 2, develop an irresistible value proposition. Your value proposition answers one simple question: why should a customer choose you over every other option, including doing nothing at all? It must be specific, measurable, and immediately understandable. Vague claims like "we provide great service" are invisible in today's market. Domino's Pizza built a billion-dollar empire on one value proposition: fresh, hot pizza delivered to your door in 30 minutes or less, or it's free. Notice how specific that is. It's not "we make great pizza," it's a concrete promise with a concrete consequence. That specificity is what made it unforgettable and unbeatable for years. I've always believed that the purpose of a business is to create and keep a customer. Everything else is a cost. When you design your value proposition around that single truth, everything changes. Principle number 3, concentrate your resources on the highest impact channel. One of the biggest mistakes I see businesses make is trying to be everywhere at once. They're on every social media platform, running ads on every network, attending every conference, and they're mediocre at all of them. The top marketers do the opposite. They find the 1 or 2 channels where their ideal customers are most concentrated and most receptive, and they dominate those channels completely. A real estate agent I worked with was spending $12,000 a month across 7 different advertising platforms and generating almost no leads. We cut it down to 2 channels: local Facebook groups and a weekly email newsletter with genuine market insights. Within 90 days, her lead flow tripled and her marketing costs dropped by 60%. Concentration is power. Now, here is the 4th principle, and it is the one that separates the amateurs from the professionals in marketing. Principle number 4, measure, test, and optimize relentlessly. The best marketing strategy in the world is worthless if you're not tracking what works and what doesn't. You need to know your customer acquisition cost, your conversion rate at every stage of the funnel, and your customer lifetime value. These 3 numbers tell you whether your business is healthy or slowly bleeding out. Here is a practical framework you can use starting today. Every week, review your 3 key metrics. Every month, run at least 1 meaningful test, a new headline, a new offer, a different call to action. And every quarter, kill the bottom performing channel and reinvest that budget into your top performer. This simple discipline will put you ahead of 95% of your competitors who are still marketing by gut feeling. I consulted with an e-commerce company that was spending $100,000 a month on ads with a return of 2 to 1. After implementing this weekly review and monthly testing framework, within 6 months they reached a 5 to 1 return. Not by spending more, but by systematically eliminating what didn't work and doubling down on what did. That's the power of disciplined optimization. Let's bring it all together. Principle 1, know your customer deeply. Principle 2, build a value proposition so specific it's impossible to ignore. Principle 3, concentrate your resources where they will have the greatest impact. And Principle 4, measure, test, and optimize every single week. These 4 principles are not complicated, but they require discipline, consistency, and the courage to say no to everything that doesn't serve your strategy. Remember, the market always rewards clarity. When you are clear about who you serve, why you're different, where to focus, and what's working, you become unstoppable. The only real limit to your success is the size of your thinking and the consistency of your actions.